Welcome to the Louisiana Purchase Lewis and Clark Expedition Webquest, Part 4. Now that you have finished studying Step 1, Thomas Jefferson, and Step 2, events leading up to the Louisiana Purchase, and Step 3, Louisiana Purchase itself, let's move on to Step 4. On to Step 4, Lewis and Clark Expedition. Long before they became a national forest, let's take a look at who they were and what they accomplished.
What was the Lewis and Clark expedition? Thomas Jefferson had always been interested in exploring the western part of North America. In fact, before the Louisiana Purchase ever happened, he had sent a secret request to Congress asking for $2,500 for an exploration trip that would help promote trade in the region. Now that the Louisiana Territory was owned by the United States, President Jefferson was even more eager to explore the area. After all, he didn't even know what the United States had just bought. Jefferson asked two men, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, to lead an expedition across this new land. The president wanted Lewis and Clark to find out if the Louisiana Territory could be settled. He also wanted to know if there was a Northwest Passage or water route across the area. If no Northwest Passage could be found, the president wanted Lewis and Clark to map out any possible trade routes that could be used. He also asked them to take detailed notes on the plants, animals, and terrain of the territory. Jefferson gave Lewis and Clark one last task: to befriend the Native Americans who lived in the Louisiana Territory. The president gave the explorers medals with his face on them. He instructed the pair to give the medals to the Native Americans as a gesture of friendship. Lewis and Clark and their team of 40 explorers, known as the Corps of Discovery, set off on May 14, 1804, from the area now known as St. Louis. Their 2-year journey took them 7,000 miles up the Missouri River and across the Rocky Mountains. A year and a half after leaving St. Louis, the group reached the Pacific Ocean. Their journey was a huge success. Along the way, Lewis and Clark found over 300 species of plants and animals that had never been seen by settlers. They sent back hundreds of notes, maps, and plants and animal samples. They also met more than 50 Native American tribes. The one thing they weren't able to find was a Northwest Passage. But that wasn't their fault. It doesn't exist.
Having just watched that video, move on to the Freedom Flicks, the Louisiana Purchase Chapter 4, Corps of Discovery. Follow that up with a check for understanding, and then finally the formative for this lesson. Good luck, everybody.